Hey, this is Majin, and here's my comic pull list and reviews for September 13th, 2017. Now, before I get into this, comics for me are just getting worse and worse as a whole. And if you feel the same way, I would recommend picking up this little tidbit here, Rising of the Shield Hero. This is a novel, believe it or not. I actually read it. This is an excellent story of a guy who gets teleported to another world. He's forced to fight to save this world, and he's the shield hero. The shield hero cannot do any damage, and the other people, the sword and the spear and the bow hero and the king's daughter, basically betray him. The queen's daughter accuses him of rape, and they kick him out on his own, and he has to defend himself and try to power up where he can't do damage himself. And I'm on volume 4 right now. Fantastic read. At the beginning, he's definitely he is a classic anti-hero who hates everybody, intense hatred, but yet he still does the right thing to save people, like the townspeople and stuff. Great story. But anyways, let's go to Batman Comics number 964. Well, I mean, this is pretty much his focus is on Clayface. He's trying to get cured. He's having issues, and it's basically a bitter party of one. Clayface throws a temper tantrum. The story's okay. It's nothing what I would write home about. It's decent, and then they also deal with anarchy. If anything, also at the very end, there's a little tidbit about setting up the next part to the storyline. I mean, I'll probably still get it for now, but I just know my time is numbered with comics. It's just a matter of time where anything that's halfway decent, I'm not even gonna just care about because it's not gonna be worth going to the store anymore. But next is Scooby Apocalypse number 17, and then there is this monstrosity, Action Comics number 987. Now there's spoilers. I'm warning you right now. I realize there's a few of you out there who are going to love this story. And if you do, more power to you. For me, I hate this story now. I want nothing to do with the next issue. I am now canceling all Superman. Action Comics, Superman, everything. Canceled. Well, I'll probably keep Super Sons. But, as you know, we've been dealing with this guy, Oz. He's been manipulating things in the background, kidnapped Tim Drake. He is causing mischief for Superman. And we find out who he is. And, since it's already been spoiled on the net, that's why I don't care about spoiling it. We learn that this person is very close to Clark Kent. It's Jor-El, his father. I was just like, when I saw this, you don't understand the rage that built up in me, because the thing about Superman was he was a very special character. He was an alien who was living on Earth by himself. He had to learn Earth's customs. He had loving parents who took him in and taught him good values, right? He had to, he wanted to do good in the world, because the Ma Kent was like, look, son, you can't wear a mask. They're gonna fear you. You're the only one. He's alone on the planet, right? Oh, okay. Now, granted, this is the Silver Age part, but then you had Super Monkey, then you had Super Dog, you had every super animal in between. Then comes Superboy, then comes Supergirl, then comes the four Supermen, where you have Connor, and you had Eradicator and Cyborg Superman, and just Superman. I mean, plus you have the new 50. You have all the 52 superheroes. Superboy Prime. Granted, he's no longer special, but again, the one thing you had still was Superman. He was by himself, alone, and an alien. both of his real parents are killed. And then you have Batman. Same thing. Here's a young boy, orphaned, alone. His real parents were killed in front of him, and Alfred took him in to raise him into the fine individual he is. Oh, and now here's his dad, and now he's got to fight his dad. It's like, you know, you can buy boxes of Cracker Jack and pull out more Kryptonians than these comics. You know, it is just unbelievable how many Kryptonians are suddenly appearing everywhere. You know, you have Zod, the disciples of Zod, the Zod soldiers, I don't care how you want to call them. You know, it's an endless supply of Kryptonians. It's ridiculous. It's, when is this stuff going to end, you know? It's like you take something very unique and classic about a character, you know, that makes this person mean something, you know, gives them an identity, and you just strip it. Just so this way you can put the swerve on people. This is bullshit. You know what I mean? This is complete and utter bullshit. You should be outraged. You should demand your money back. This is ridiculous. I am never done. I am done with Action Comics. I'm done with Superman. I don't care what comes out after this. Done with it all. Metal number 2. You know, I should like this book. I really should. Because, you know, there's a lot of stuff they threw in here which was, you know, going back through time. You know, they've, you know, planted quote-unquote seeds, which they didn't plant seeds. They just looked at the stories in the past and said, how can we connect everything? But, you know, that's fine. You know, I can at least admire the fact that they're trying something, you know, rather than saying, oh, Bruce, your dad's alive. Oh, wait a second, they did that with Flashpoint. You know, but you see what I mean? This is ridiculous. And my anger for Superman is just clouded my judgment for everything else after this. After reading that book. I should never have read that book. But, look, you know it's Scott Snyder, you know it's Capullo, so you know what the artwork is like. Superman's leading the heroes on a wild goose chase because he's trying to, you know, stop the bad guy from coming from the other dimension. Jeez, man, baby Darkseid's in this book even, for gosh sakes. There's a fragment of Court of Owls who are even eviler than the Court of Owls are in this book, hence the cover. Things happen. Bad things happen, and these bad things spill off into Teen Titans. Now, I started to read Teen Titans, and then I go, wait a second. How is this possible? You know, Green Arrow was in Metal, and he was in Gorilla City. Robin, Damian is driving Batman around in the luxury war SUV machine truck, which, you know, he did have some good lines, so I'll give him that. So, but then they're acting like, oh shoot, man, we don't know what's going on. Look at all this nonsense that's going on, and there's this evil-looking dude who looks like the Joker, but he's like a Batman Joker with a bunch of evil, twisted Robins. And I should love these Robins. I mean, the Robins are twisted and evil, and I should love them. But this book sucks. I'm not buying it. I don't care. I should like it, but I don't care. But you know what I'll do for you guys? This thing does come with a code. So, I'll give you the code. You get one chance. Let's see here. Here's the thing, we go into focus. What you want? Okay, here. Code is DC317Z3ZJ8G6D. That's your code. I haven't read Redlands. I need to calm myself down first before I read Redlands. Same with Redcon. I haven't read Redcon. But I did read Realm. Realm was interesting. The art is actually pretty decent too. It's, as you can tell, I read this before I got angry. This book is basically, it's being described as Walking Dead meets orcs. And what it looks like is the world has been, you know, Walking Deaded. and there's wizards, there's dragons, there's orcs, and the story centers around a guy who basically, the best way to describe it is he's like a troubleshooter type person. You know, you need something, like you need to be escorted, you need to find somebody. You hire this guy, and he does the job for you. So, and he's got some shadiness going on too. Overall, I thought it was interesting. If I do quick comics, I'll probably still end up buying the trades for this. I think I will buy, for now, I'll at least buy a couple more issues for now at least. And then, like I said, if it's good, I might just then also just go trade, so that way I don't have to buy the single issues. Because like by the time I got to the comic store, there's like only one of these issues. So I think it's gonna be a fight to get them. Anyways, I know these reviews weren't the greatest, but you know, I'm just so sick of some of these books, you know, and it's like they should be better. And I know people are trying, but you know, when you see nonsense, you know, like some of the stuff Marvel's putting out, especially with the lenticular cover promo, and you know, and like, you know, comics are down 7% compared to last year, and last year wasn't like a boom year, you know, so it's going down. Then you have Secret Empire nonsense. Well, you know, that really wasn't Steve Rogers. No, yes, it was. You said it was Steve Rogers. So, you know, don't lie. You know what I mean? You're lying upon your lie. And then we all know, you throw him in prison, he's just going to come back like 2 years later, and he's just going to cause mischief again. You know, just kill the character. You know what I mean? Just put a bullet in his head and throw him into a meat grinder, and let's be done with him. It was a mistake. Let's treat it like a mistake and meat grinder the character. Don't need it. Hey, I have an idea for a crossover. Hellraiser meets Nazi Steve Rogers. That would be a comic book I would buy, because if I was writing it, Steve Rogers would be thrown through the meat grinder. Anyways, that's it for today. I just can't. Anyways, let me know what you guys picked up, what you guys are looking forward to reading the most. We'll have more later. So, until next time.